Hey, Eamon and Carlo. I've been wanting to do this for a while and I just got really busy. So I had some extra time and I'm just going to shoot this quick little video for you to share with your marketing director about your online visibility. We're going to go over your website and then we're going to go over content, citations, and backlinks. So I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. I'm looking at your website. It's a nice website. It's nice and clean. It's easy to read. But the only thing that I can find wrong with it, one, your map should be embedded on your pages. I don't know how many pages you have, but at least your home page, which is your Chantilly or Reston, I think is where you're located. You probably should have your map on the bottom footer. I did find it on another page, and I'll show you, but I really just want to talk about content. So, rule of thumb, Google likes to see about 1,500 words minimum on your website. So I have what's called a word counter. And so I went in so that I could see how many words you have. And I can see you only have 552 words. So there's a lot of room for improvement here. There's just not a lot of content. So again, Google wants to know what you do and where you do it. So they're very specific on that. The next thing I'm going to go into is your competitors and how I got them, just so I could show you when I'm searching in solar roofing, Northern Virginia, or solar and roofing is what I should have put. I apologize. Okay. It's basically you're coming up here. This is the organic, which is good, but I'm still wanting to see where you are in the maps. And so when I do this, I know you're down a ways. You're not in the map pack. You're down about maybe the sixth position. So there's room for improvement there. And then when I do just roofing, I'm looking, and again, these are your sponsored ads. We're not worried about that. We want to see you here in the map pack, and then ideally, we want to see your website right underneath it. And again, you are showing up on the first page, so it's not like you can't be found at all, but you're lower. I'd like to see in the number one position, and then let's just see where you are in the maps for roofing contractors, Chantilly. If I remember correctly, you were down a ways on this one. Alrighty. I did a lot of back and forth. So I'm not even finding your Google business on roofing contractors Chantilly, which is where your business is. But I am seeing this Ketchum. All right, we'll just go back. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Basically, I took Summit Roofing and this Catchmark, and that's who I compared you to when it comes to your SEO. So, while we're on the Google business, though, we're going to talk about citations. That's the next thing that helps boost you in the Google Maps. And so I have a tool, and I went to go see how many citations you have because I'm not finding you high in the maps. And so when I did that, I'm only finding two citations. And you might ask, well, Sonia, what is a citation exactly? And basically, it's a listing. Okay. You know, Google likes to know that you are authentic and that you have authority and that you're consistent. And so citations are basically online listings or directories of your business name, your address, and phone number. So, they could be anything from yellow pages, white pages, House, Yelp, all of your social media. all of these map listings, Foursquare, House, Nextdoor. I mean, there's tons and tons of them. And so the more listings that you have, it gives you more authority in Google's eyes, and therefore they will boost you in the maps. And so you don't have many citations at all. And there's even one that has an error. It doesn't have your name, address, and phone number that matches identically. And so that's really important to Google, that, everything matches your name, address, and phone number. And so if I just take one of these, for example, these guys probably have more citations than you, but I'm not going to take up the time to go look at all of that. I'm just going to take an overview. It looks like, they have lots of pictures, which is good. They're getting reviews, which is important and vital. You should be doing Q&As. We want to see a very descriptive with keywords, description about your business. We want to see your socials here. But one thing that I'm not seeing on this, that lets me know it's not even optimized to the fullest extent, is I'm not seeing updates or products. And so let me see on this one. See, this one has their products listed, which is good. But they're not even doing updates either. So that lets me know that it would not be that hard to get you guys in this maps. It really would not take that much work. So let's just go over to Ahrefs. Let's just go over to the two that I compared you to. I've got Catchmark here, and they have a nice website also. I could have done the word content to see how much, content they have on their page, but I can find that out without putting it in the word counter. It will help when I go to Ahrefs, but I'm looking just to see how this looks. I don't think that they have as much content as they should, if I'm being honest. I think Summit Roofing has the most content that I've seen. They have, more information, and they don't have their maps in the bottom either, which is kind of crazy. Let me just see something. I'm just going to go pick a page because they do have several locations like you guys do, and they don't have the maps in the locations either. All right, interesting. Okay, let's go over to Ahrefs. I'm going to use you first. Okay, here you are. As you can see, I am getting a little error here. There's a forbidden status code on your website. Don't know what that is right at the moment. I'd have to just, go look further into that. But what we're going to be looking at is the backlinks. I want to see your keywords, how many keywords you have. We're going to look at traffic. Your traffic is pretty good. And then these reference domains. Reference domains are basically, other websites and other magazines and other companies that are linking back to you. This also gives you authority. And then the backlinking is basically, they're like votes of confidence from other websites. So when you link to other websites, you can get backlinks from them, and that builds authority. So let's go see your link domains. Okay. Now, even though you have a lot of links, okay, as you can see, this is a problem. This is all spam. So when you see something like this is not helping your website. This is actually harming you. And it looks like whoever is doing your marketing is getting you really terrible links. So you don't want to have these type of links, and you're getting no traffic. I mean, look at the traffic, it's zero. So these aren't helping you at all. Not at all. Just want to point that out. So if we go to Summit Roofing, you can see their traffic. You had 599. I mean, these guys are getting over 1,000, people a month. They've got good, keywords. They've got backlinks, reference domains. I'm going to look at their keywords first. I already looked at your keywords, and even though I didn't show you, I know that do have a lot of buyer intent keywords, but what we would do is we would go to the competitor and we'd get all the keywords that you don't have and make sure we have all of them. Because these guys have a lot more keywords than you do. So roofing company Manassas, contractor Manassas, roof repair, roofer Northern Virginia, roofing contractor Fairfax. So this is the kind of stuff that we want to be on your website. And then of course we would want all the solar as well. We would want to go and check that out. So if I go to their backlinks and let's see, they're getting a lot of traffic. They have a couple of spam links too. So I mean that does happen from time to time. You have to be careful, but at least that you can see their traffic here on their authority links are getting them a lot of traffic. Of course, these spam links aren't going to give them anything. That is going to hurt them. So what we would want to do is we would want to get the links that are bringing in all of this traffic. So see these with this high traffic, we would want to get all these links. And we can do that with every competitor. We can go in here and we can find out what links they have and we can just duplicate it and go get it from the competitor. I mean, that's what you do. You do exactly what your competitor's doing and you just do it better. So let's go look at their keywords. No, I already looked at their keywords. All right, let's go to I want to go back to you. Let me just look at your keywords real quick. Just go to overview. Because I know you did have some keywords, not as many as the other competitor, of course, but you did have some. And a lot of these are branded. So you'll see the difference. See how yours are all branded? And on the other page, his were all buyer intent. So roofing Springfield, PA, Reston, VA roofings. You don't, not the smart roof, roofing contractor, Reston, Virginia. That's the keyword you want. Yes, you do want to be found for your brand. Of course you do. But again, you want those keywords that are going to attract business. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I just wanted to show you guys where you can improve. You can definitely improve on your SEO with your website. On this page, you're down towards the bottom for solar and roofing in Northern Virginia. And that's just, SEO. It's the backlinking and having the right keywords on your website and making sure that's optimized all the time. And then you want to be right here. And it's not going to be hard to get you guys in this position. So, with that being said, I just hope that this is informative for you. And yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys more and, sharing this with maybe your marketing director and see if this is something that they want to discuss further because I know that I can definitely help you. All right, guys, y'all have a great day. Talk soon.